Thank you, Co-Chair Anderson. Members of the committee, I did not dispute the report because it's factually somewhat correct. I am appalled to think when, I was naive enough to think that Rule 27 was here to protect members. It is not. I have no protection. And I quite frankly, Ms. Ryan's statement that if there were a recourse process set in place, it could be cumbersome. Oh, well. I have no rights as a sitting member of the Oregon State Senate. I have no rights for recourse. I have no rights for anything else. And I would hate to put something cumbersome on leadership. I find that appalling. That statement is appalling. What I find more appalling is 3 days ago, I started getting media requests for my comments and thoughts about this process. Had I known when I started this process in May that it was going to be fully vetted and fully public and I would be defending myself in the media, I would never have done this. This is embarrassing. And it's absolutely deplorable, the process that we used. I thought Rule 27 was to protect members. It is not. It provides no protection. Ms. Yang, thank you very much. I'm glad you're here. Too bad we've never talked. I mean, you keep sending out all these demands for trainings and other stuff. You've never talked with me about this case. I find that appalling. I am a protected class member on 2 ways. I'm 71 years old. That qualifies for protection for age discrimination. I'm also handicapped. That also qualifies. The Senate, as it stands right now, with no ability for recourse, no ability for conversation, I never heard a word from Senate President Wagner on all of my requests, is a hostile, toxic work environment. I don't care what you call it, anything else you want to call it. When I have no recourse for anything, I can't dispute, I can't talk about, I can't have a discussion. It's just, that's the way it is. We don't have a dictator. We don't have a Senate President in a democratic society. We have a dictator, and the rules are bad. I thought Rule 27 was meant to protect us. It does not and is not. The hostility towards senators is absolutely wrong. I mean, I love this job. I get sick when I walk into the Capitol right now because my stomach knots up because I'm afraid I'm going to have to go in there and do. One thing I like about this process, you help make my decision for me much easier. So I appreciate Mr. Ryan's comments and thoughts. I do believe I didn't dispute it because I think the report missed the mark. If you look at it, my comments were, I need help as a senator. I believe my rights were violated. I believe I have to protect First Amendment rights, and I have no recourse. I couldn't talk to anybody about that. I never got one stick of paper that was not created by Senator Wagner telling me that he was not approved any of my absences. I got the canned response that come from his staff that just said no. I never heard until today that he's blanketly said no approvals for anything. I never missed a day in the Capitol. What I did miss was the 40-minute floor session. I attended committee meetings every day. I was in my office. I was in the Capitol every day. I never heard any of these comments. I believe, I don't care what you say, the hostility towards the Senate, is there, and I absolutely do not feel I have protections. My only recourse was to do what Senator Hayden's done and go out and hire an attorney and spend thousands of dollars to try to fight this. I'm not going to do that, but that's the only recourse we had. I thought we had it through Rule 27. Absolutely not the case. And the fact that I'm now going to answer to all the press and public over this, because this is now an absolutely public process, is even more humiliating and toxic. This is absolutely the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life, in my professional career. I thought I had protections. I do not. I thought I had some privacy. I do not. And the fact that, all the media is now pouring into me, wanting to know all of my story and all of this stuff is absolutely humiliating. It is absolutely detraction. Why would anyone else in the Senate file one of these complaints in the future if they knew the facts? I wouldn't. I mean, and I would encourage no one to. This is a sham of a process because I thought it provided me protections. It does not. And I will quit now because I ran through my course of action, and and please don't. I'm not directing any of this at any of you. We had a expectation and an impression that the system was there to provide these protections. It does not. It protects non-members. So you're just discarding members. I think we missed it, absolutely missed it. And this is not a